First of all, sir, if you're the type of man that asks this kind of question, what do you bring to the table aside from your dirty laundry, salty attitude, and inconsistent tendencies? You bring all your shit to our table and expect us to clean it all up. And in some cases, we have your baggage, your insults, and your nonsense screwing up our perfect centerpiece. How's that for an analogy? Listen, just because you brought something to our table does not mean it was desirable. Let's just get that straight. But I'm assuming you're talking about money, which is funny because you're usually the same people that expect us to maintain the age-old gender role of homemaker, all while pulling up our bootstraps and being the breadwinner. Don't know how anyone expects us to cook the bread if we have to go out and earn it, but what do I know? Hey, maybe we can put the oven on wheels and bring it to the office. But in that case, I think you fail to realize that we built the table, secured it, and set it. And you want to ask what we brought to it? After we bought the food, cooked the food, and cleaned up after it? All you have to do is chew and swallow. I know you'd like to be recognized for it, but I don't think so. See, here's the thing about living in 2021. Women are more than capable of being independent. We had our table stacked long before you showed up to sit at it. See, you can't ask us what we brought to the table if you refuse to open your eyes and see what we're carrying. But you don't want that. You want to deflect all sense of accountability by invalidating your partner's contributions. And your table analogy implies a sense of superiority over the person supplying the majority of the income. But duality is not an option here. You can't expect all the benefits of a homemaker if you want a financial contribution of greater or equal value. And if you think we can do both, then the question then presents itself of why can't you? So if you're sitting at our table and getting all your needs met as a result of what's on top of it, don't insult us by asking what we brought to it. Because here's the thing, if someone's living as an individual, there's only a single contributor to the lifestyle. But in a relationship, there are two people and there should be an equal distribution. But just because someone's contribution doesn't mirror yours doesn't mean it's not of equal value. And every time we try and take a contribution from you to try and lessen your burden, we get accused of slacking on another one. Yet at the same time, you'll tell us we're expecting too much if we ask for emotional support after you worked all day. You can't hold us to a standard that you yourself refuse to fulfill. So I'll end with this. Either way, asking your partner this is incredibly insulting, whether they're male or female.
Uh, okay. Well, lot to break down there. First of all, when it comes to finances, yeah, men really don't care about that. Yeah, like when was the last time you ever saw a man, what man feels sexually or romantically attracted to a woman's financial position? Like when? Like when did you ever see that man? As for the what was it called again? What do men bring to the table? Well, let me see. We bring marriage because men are in fact the gatekeepers to marriage, which we bring validation. If you can convince us to marry you, we would also bring positive validation into your life past your 40s. And seeing how I'm seeing a lot of feminists make these idiotic TikTok videos, it's obvious that's something you clearly need. After all, when was the last time you saw anybody look at a 40-year-old single woman with positive validation instead of just pity? Like, when was the last time you saw someone like that? As for what else we bring to the table, well, we can bring you someone to come home to after work or stuff like that. And for the part where you're saying that, hey, men asking what women bring to the table is disrespectful, uh, I call it being against slavery. That's what I call it. But thank you, madam, for literally revealing to the entire planet on TikTok that you are a full supporter of slavery. Uh, Thank you for that. Uh, don't really know why you want to announce it to the entire planet, because I'm pretty sure slavery is taboo the whole world over now. Pretty sure it is. And I'll be honest with you, what a woman brings to the table, yeah, if you really are a woman who wants to get married, hey, is that's literally a question you need to come up with an answer for. A man is not going to marry you if he's not going to get anything out of it. There's no point. And when you look at how overly simple men are by nature, it really doesn't take much You don't really have to bring much into the table to make that happen. Yeah, essentially, be there for the man just as much as he's willing to be there for you. Cook for him, clean for him, give him boom boom when he wants boom boom. Leave him alone. That's pretty much about it. Because yeah, essentially, that's what I learned a long time ago since becoming a passport bro. A man doesn't really need a woman to complete him or become the best version of himself. A man needs a woman to help him relax. He does, because men work really hard. We do. When you look at all the challenges that men have to overcome, we kind of need a space where we come home to and relax and heal our minds. Minds. Also, you say you built the table. Well, hate to raise to you, madam, but that house of yours was built by men. That sofa you're sitting on, also built by men. The electricity in your home, provided to you by men. It is. So when you look at all the benefits that men have been giving women since the dawn of mankind to this exact day, whether it be romantic benefits, unromantic benefits, direct benefits, indirect benefits, all that stuff. And then you can basically ask yourself, hey, what does the average woman's life look like when you cut all that off? You just cut it off completely. She no longer has access to any of it. Then ask yourself this: is giving the man what he wants really that big of a deal? Is it really? Because I'll be honest with you, from my perspective, if a man did all this stuff for you ladies, if any of you ladies have a man in your life and he does so much for you, you have a man in your life who you can always count on to be there for you when the time matters. I think that man is basically has proven to be an invaluable asset to your life. And you have no excuse anymore for why you cannot give that man a nice, warm, hot meal and provide him with top when he wants top. I really don't, you really have no excuse anymore. And the truth is, and the ironic part about all this is that MGTOW, Passport Bros, this has been happening for a while now. Like, this is literally what feminists like this woman has been advocating for a long time now. How many times have we seen women here in the West, as a result of the feminist movement, say men are worthless? It's the future is female. Men should just leave. Well, congratulations, ladies. You got what you wanted, but you lost what you had. You really did. So,